is going to be produced with Winona Ryder and Michael Keaton reprising the roles as Lydia Dietz and Beetlejuice, respectively. In tandem with the filming and production of Beetlejuice 2, I will be writing dialogue and characters into Tim Burton's script. The characters that I write in the script exist in the same archetypal realm that the characters in the Tim Burton in. Tim will soon find out that the fiction that he is creating crosses over into a sort of quasi-reality that is just as real as the reality of the tangible world. That we experience as reality or perceive to be reality. When he is filming scenes for Beetlejuice 2, it is possible for characters that I have written to cross over from the archetypal realm that my characters inhabit to the archetypal realm that his characters inhabit, and compete with them for things. So when suddenly, in my Beetlejuice 2 script, a new character emerges that Tim Burton didn't write, he should now know that this character has been written by me and has crossed over into his movie, having become a part of it. What I am presenting is a complete version of Beetlejuice 2. When the movie comes out, you will need to see my presentation of Beetlejuice 2 to get the whole movie. I'm going to write a character for myself for Tim Burton to consider. Let's start with the opening scene of Beetlejuice, of my Beetlejuice 2 script. Scene 1. Lydia Dietz, now a college professor at the Petaluma College of Fine Arts in Petaluma, California, enters a class on a Monday morning to greet her students. She teaches a class about paranormal phenomena. Good morning, class. Today, we will be discussing ghosts. For starters, have any of you ever seen a ghost? A woman named Sheila responds, I don't believe in ghosts. Really? You'll be a believer by the end of this course. I doubt it. Do you believe in the afterlife? I believe that the human soul does exist in a non-corporeal form, but only exists on another plane of existence that we don't have access to. They have access to us. I've been haunted by ghosts in my former residences. My former residence. Really? Can you name any of them? I sure can, Sheila. There's a ghost that has been haunting me for years. His name is Beetlejuice. He can be summoned by saying his name 3 times. I don't believe you. If that's true, let me try saying his name 3 times. Sheila says Beetlejuice's name 3 times, and not only does Beetlejuice appear, but also Beetlejuice's brother Mike. Hi, class. I'm Beetlejuice. Hi, Mike. I'm Beetlejuice's brother. Beetlejuice has a brother? His name is Mike? It's not a very creepy name for a ghost. I can be creepy if you want me to. My nickname is Graveyard Bones. Is that creepy enough for you? That's creepy. Thanks. Can you tell me about what it's like to live on as a ghost, Mike? For starters, it's never boring. As a ghost, we live in a realm of gothic beauty that we can cross over from into your realm of existence. Why do you haunt people? We haunt people because sometimes we feel empty, Sheila. We yearn to interact with human beings in the world of concrete reality. The spirit world is a state of limbo that we inhabit until we re enter a new world of tangible reality. This realm that we inhabit is a place that we pass through. Do you like to scare people? We love to scare people. Sheila? Seeing a ghost is a kind of experience that excites the human psyche at a primal level, where survival instincts are activated. When a person is in a state of terror, that is when the person feels truly alive, as the privilege of being alive is felt. It's not a true state of terror to see a ghost. It is a slightly terrifying but fun glimpse into the eternal and unknown. That's fascinating. Let's enjoy the class, Sheila. That'd be exciting. Lydia Dietz lectured the students. They then went home. The next day, they reassembled in Miss Dietz's classroom for another lecture. Again, Mike Meyer appeared to them during the lecture. Hi, Lydia. You're here again? I was so moved by your lecture yesterday that I decided to come back today. Oh, hi, Metal Jacks. Oh, have you ever done a... Okay. It is wonderful for a teacher of the supernatural to have a real ghost in the classroom. Can you come back tomorrow? Lydia, how would you like to go on a date? You are a ghost. You have the glow that surrounds you. It's a beautiful aura. It's a sign of being a person who has gained immortality. The idea is intriguing. It's just that I've never seen a human being dating a ghost. Let's set a new precedent. Let's set a new precedent. I'll have to think about it. Okay. Um, I'll be waiting. Lydia Dees lectures her class about the supernatural beings who could suddenly appear in different moments of the past, present, and future in the form of an inanimate object. She then goes home for the evening. She lives in a beach house that she built with a bunch of friends that sits along the Pacific Ocean in a town called Happy Sunset, California. She sits on the couch to watch some lame television when she gets a knock on the door. There's a guy she has been dating named Casper Schopenhauer. I didn't know you were coming over tonight, Casper. I thought I'd drop in. I don't like your abruptness, Casper. You should have called. What are you watching? Reruns of Fantasy Island? I'll watch that with you. Suddenly, they hear a sinister sounding voice in the living room speaking to them. Lydia, you can't escape from me. I am your true love. What was that? I'm not sure. Lydia suspects that it might be Mike who has come to haunt them. Suddenly, the house starts rumbling as if there was an earthquake, but It is Mike using his telekinetic powers. Lydia, you must come with me. I'm going home, Lydia. This is really freaking me out. Lydia Dietz goes to class the next day to find Mike there again. Good morning, Lydia. Good morning, Mike. Where were you yesterday evening? At home? Gardening? Gardening at night? Who gardens at night? A lot of people garden at night. So many people, in fact, that REM wrote a song about it. It's called Gardening at Night. Hmm? That's a lie. You were terrorizing me and Casper because you were jealous. That's the douchebag's name, Casper. You should be with a real ghost like me. I'm Graveyard Bones, not Casper the Friendly Ghost. Get out of here. I want you, Lydia. Go home. Bye. I'll see you. Lydia Dietz goes home that evening to find herself feeling very isolated and lonely. She starts to think that she may be falling in love with Mike. She goes to bed. She's lying in bed, feeling an ominous presence in the room. This presence is both somewhat terrifying and beautifully enticing. As it beckons her to a transcendent realm of colors she has never seen, and emotions she has never felt. She reaches a precipice in this heightened state of awareness where she has the option of crossing over into this realm of unearthly pleasure or staying earthbound in familiar territory. She finds within herself to cross over into this realm and experience the sensations of the most exquisite kind in a place of beauty and tranquility. She is in a place where she understands the true meaning of the love of existence. She has found herself in a place of transcendence. It's a place of unusual sights. The next morning when she gets out of bed, Mike is standing there in her room. How'd you like it? Mike, that was amazing. If you decide to go with me, that is the kind of love I can give you. I have to get to school. I'll talk to you about this later. Lydia arrives at school the next day and goes into her class. She addresses her students. Good morning, class. We have discussed many different supernatural phenomena so far this semester. Does anybody care to give us their opinion on the validity of my philosophy of the supernatural? I would. Yes, Sheila, what is your opinion? I don't believe in any of it. Why don't you believe? The human mind is an epiphenomenal. The human mind is an epiphenomenon that arises from the functioning of the brain. My theory, Sheila, is that the brain is brought into existence by the human mind, which is eternal. It is eternal and it is interdimensional, and it will even survive the death of the universe. I have never seen any proof of that. You've seen Mike, the ghost known as Gray Bear Bones. That could have easily been an optical illusion. That wasn't an optical illusion. That was a ghost. Ghosts don't exist, Miss Dietz. They do exist. I remain skeptical. This is merely a material. Plane of existence. What could possibly remain in the human body after death? The soul. Did you ever notice that there is something indescribable, something so unique about each person that you have ever met? It is that defining characteristic of each of us that distinguishes us from each other. It is that which sets apart. It is that which sets us apart from each other. Yes, I know about that. That is the soul. If the soul didn't exist, how could you explain the amazing variety of human personalities? I don't believe in the soul. This is what we have: the material world, a fleeting temporal existence. What is fleeting and temporal is the tangible world that we inhabit. The soul is eternal. The soul lives on forever in new manifestations and in new surroundings that are brought into existence by the soul. You must look at the world in an optimistic fashion as an idealist who believes in meaning and purpose. You you must believe that life is meant to be a beautiful experience of unearthly pleasures, devoid of suffering. You must find the person who you're destined to form a unity of souls with. The love that you have for this person is not only a love that is a sublime pleasure both physically and emotionally, but is the creative force that brings harmony into the universe and gives meaning and purpose to life. It was brilliant, Miss Deeds. We'll see if it's true. Remember, Sheila, you must truly believe if you want your soul to be immortal. I'll remember that, Miss Deeds. I must truly believe. Have a nice afternoon, class. Miss Deeds leaves the school and sees Casper Schopenhauer in front of it. What have you been up to, Lydia? The same stuff. The same stuff? What's that ectoplasm I've been finding on your clothes? It's not ectoplasm. It's a beauty product that I've been using for my skin. Bullshit, Lydia. It's ectoplasm. I know ectoplasm when I see it. You've been dating a ghost. Okay, so it is ectoplasm. But we're not dating. I'll be waiting. I'll be watching you very closely, Lydia. Fuck off, Casper. I don't need somebody like you who is so needy and insecure about our relationship. I'll see you later, Lydia. You better not be cheating. Casper goes home. Lydia goes home. They ponder the situation. He begins to think that Casper is not the guy for her. He is too jealous of the slightest indication that she could be cheating on her. She knows that for her to get her immortality, she must be with the person she was destined for. Lydia goes to school the next day. She gives a lecture about the human soul leaving the body and inhabiting inanimate objects. In such cases, the human body functions on a material level. Good morning, class. Today, we will be talking about the phenomenon of the human soul leaving the body and inhabiting an inanimate object. Come again, Miss Dietz? That's preposterous. No, Sheila, it's a bona fide fact. In some cases, the human soul has been seen to leave the body and inhabit an inanimate object. So, what you are saying is that my human soul could leave my body and find itself in an inanimate object? Yes, Sheila, that is exactly what I'm saying. I don't believe this. Accept it, Miss Dietz. We are merely machines with brains as human beings. The human mind is an epiphenomenon of the brain. You are wrong. Where do you think you get your passion for debate and your passionate and your personality, Sheila? It's a function of my brain. The mind is material. No, that is not correct. The human brain and human body are machines through which the soul temporarily operates until it finds a new place. The body and brain can function without a soul, but it operates on a different level in such cases, much like a robot. I would like to believe what you're saying, Miss Dietz, but it just doesn't seem logical. My purpose here, in part, is to try to convince you of my theories. Please try to keep an open mind. Okay, sure. I'll see you people tomorrow. Have a great day. Lady Dietz gets in her car and drives home. When she gets home, she finds graveyard bones, the ghost that Mike is known as, standing in front of the house. Hi, Lydia. Hi, Mike. Fancy seeing you here. How was your day? It was fascinating. I'm trying to convince a student of mine of the existence of the human soul. She'll be a believer someday. Miss Dietz? Yeah. Um, would you like to come inside? Sure. They go inside and get into a deep conversation. Lydia really seems to be falling in love with Mike. Now she has to decide how to leave Casper. She ponders how she can accomplish this. Mike and Lydia are sitting on a couch in Lydia's living room talking. This is a beautiful house, Lydia. Thanks. It was built in 1774. Found something very interesting in the bedroom. On this floor. Take a look at this. It's a roll of film. Really? They didn't have movie film back then. How is that possible? Look what I found. There's an essay in here with a man who lived here before. His name is Mike Meyer. Wow. He had the same name as me. In this essay, he writes about his invention. Apparently, this man invented photography and filmmaking before people knew about it. I watched some of these movies. They are fascinating. That's amazing. Movies from the 1700s, isn't it? I wonder why he kept his invention all to himself and didn't try to market it. I'm not sure. Do you want to watch a movie of his? Sure. They set up a film projector and watch a screen and watch a home movie. Not the man who made the movie looks at you and says this. Hi, my name is Mike Meyer. I made this film in 1774. If somebody happens to be watching this, I want you to know that this was me who made this film. By now, I'm sure that somebody else has discovered photography and filmmaking. I have a whole bunch of other movies that I made here in the 1700s. These movies have some of the same themes as your modern day movies. My movies went through the same transitions from silent films to talkies, just like your movies. Enjoy them. This is a whole bunch of movies that came out that came before your modern day movies. Some of them were filmed in other dimensions, and some were filmed here on our earthly plane of existence. Among them is also a movie that produces provides proof of the existence of ghosts. Speaking of ghosts, I'll be visiting you as a ghost soon. Bye. This is awesome, Lydia. I agree. Let's watch some of the stuff. Yeah, this is going to be wonderful. Mike and Lydia watched some of the movies and had a terrific evening. They go to bed the next evening and wake up the next day to find themselves in some kind of altered circumstance. The house seems to have been transformed. It looks old and gothic. They're lying in bed together. What's going on here, Lydia? I don't know. Why does the house look different? They hear rustling in the kitchen across the hall. Is there somebody in the kitchen? It sounds like it. I need to go in and see what's going on. Lydia walks in the kitchen to find a man in there making breakfast. Who are you? And what the fuck are you doing in my kitchen? Your kitchen? This is my kitchen. Come again? Your kitchen? Yes, this is my kitchen. I live here. What kind of scam are you trying to pull, lady? This is my kitchen. I am Mike Meyer. Did you say that you're Mike Meyer? Yes. This is a strange coincidence. I was just reading a letter that was written by a man in the year 1774. I found it in the bedroom, along with along with it I found rolls of a movie film that predate the American movie era, the 20th century. That is no coincidence. I'm Mike Meyer, and those are my movies. But this is the year 2022. No, it's not. It's 1774. 1774? Yeah. Look at the date on the newspaper. July 22nd, 1774. Yeah, that's the date on the newspaper. See? It's the date on the newspaper. The newspaper usually has the actual accurate date on it. This is going to seem very unbelievable, what I'm about to tell you. Tell me. I think I traveled back in time somehow from the year 2022. This is my house in the year 2022. You might be surprised at what I'm going to say, but I think I believe you. What is your name? Lydia. I think I believe you, Lydia. I've heard many theories on time travel. I never thought I would travel time myself, especially not accidentally. That's a great name for a book. The Accidental Time Traveler. If you ever write a book, you should call it that. That is a good idea. I can write about this experience and release it as a novel. I've had ideas of my own about time travel. Do you want to travel back to the future? Of course I do. You people ride around on horse-drawn wagons and live in little cabins with no electricity, television, and other creature comforts that I need. We have my movies. We have fun. There are so many societal enhancements. By the time you get to the year 2022, I just thought of something. Since I have you here as a visitor from the year 2022, I could put you in a movie that I could write that is a look into the future. Sure. Great. I'll start working on that. I'll agree to that only if you can find a way to get me back to the year 2022. I think we'll find a way. Letty D. talked to Mike Miner in the evening. Here's an excerpt from the conversation. It's fascinating to meet a person in the year 2022. It's also fascinating to meet a person in the year 1774. Take a look in the bag, Lydia. How do you like my horse-drawn wagon? It's nice, but you should see what we have in the future. What do you have? Cars? Cars? What are they? It's an invention of the 20th century. It's a vehicle with four wheels of air inflated by. Okay, it's a vehicle with four wheels of air inflated rubber that's propelled by an engine that emits an exhaust. They've made life so much more convenient in the future. Do you have a picture of a car? Take a look at this. This is a picture of my 1974 Chevy Corvette. Wow, it's beautiful. The bubble design is at once curvilinear and sleek. It's so amazing to know that time is like another dimension that can be traveled. It keeps me in touch with the eternal nowness of human experience. Yeah, that is amazing. It's also amazing to know that you can develop relationships with people from different eras in human history. That is amazing. Mike Meyer and Lydia Dietz went to bed for the evening and got up early the next morning to go into town. Would you like to go out for breakfast? How does coffee and pancakes at Mindy's sound? Sure. That sounds delectable. Take me to Mindy's. Mike Meyer and Lydia Dietz go to Mindy's Pancake Palace and are confronted by a very long line waiting to get into the restaurant. They are greeted by a woman named Maud. Hi, I'm Maud. Welcome to Mindy's Pancake House. Hi, Maud. Table for two, please. Right this way, Lydia. Who is this gentleman? Oh, sorry, Maud. This is Mike Meyer. He is also from the year 1774, where you are from. This is impressive. Lydia, you are already meeting people that I haven't met in 1774 and finding restaurants that I haven't been to. I have a way with people. Mike Meyer and Lydia Dietz are shown to their table and given menus. You are beautiful, Lydia. That's flattering. But I'm spoken for. This is strictly business. It doesn't have to be. Thanks anyway for the compliment. Mike and Lydia were thoroughly enjoying their pancakes and coffee at Mindy's when all of a sudden Lelena Pierce suddenly appears in the restaurant. Suddenly appeared in the restaurant. From the realm of archetypes, Reality Bites 2 exists. I'm Mike and Lydia. Hi, Elena. How did you get here? You're supposed to be with me in Reality Bites 2. I crossed over into this realm of archetypes to tell you about a great pancake place that you might be interested in if you crossed over into Reality Bites 2. If we cross over into Reality Bites 2, does that mean that we are going to be new characters in the movie? You people could have special characteristics written into the script if you are interested. I think that'd be really cool. We would have to get Winona Ryder's approval in order for that to happen. How do you cross over from the realm of archetypes where Beetlejuice 2 exists into the realm of archetypes where Reality Bites 2 exists? In the realm of archetypes, where Reality Bites 2 exists, I was in between takes and wandering around on the set. Came upon a door that I'd never seen before on the set of Reality Bites 2. As it turns out, this is a door that toggles back and forth in and out of existence. Usually when you try to open it, suddenly disappears. I've been trying to open the door for months when suddenly I succeeded. At first, when I opened the door, I found myself in a room that was completely black. It was so dark in the room that I couldn't see objects. Then suddenly, the whole set of Beetlejuice 2 materialized before my eyes. Now, here I am on the set of Beetlejuice 2. That's fascinating. How did you get back to the Beetlejuice 2 set? I'm assuming that there must be a similar door in the set of Beetlejuice 2 that will take me back to the set of Reality Bites 2 until I find that. Until I find that, I want to discuss with you my next purpose here. What is it? I want to tell you about a restaurant in San Francisco in the realm of archetypes where Reality Bites 2 called Pancakes by the Bay. Yeah, what about it? There's something extraordinary about their pancakes. What? They have a taste of them that is unlike any pancakes you have ever had. They are truly delectable. They are so delicious because they are flavored by a non-culinary ingredient. Yeah, what could that be? Love. You only experience the exquisite pleasure of eating their pancakes if you are truly in love with your lover. Take us there. Sure, okay. Now that I'm here, let's see, what would you people recommend to this place? I would have the scrumptious pancakes and savory coffee. That's what I will have. It's a wonderful place to be. They enjoy their breakfast and a wonderful evening. Michael, Elena, and Lydia were sitting in the restaurant enjoying their breakfast that morning. I have a question for you, Elena. What if you aren't able to find the door that takes you back to Reality Bites 2? I'm assuming you know how to find it. Should be obvious. Sure, but what if it's not? Elena Pierce, the character from Reality Bites 2, will be stuck in Beetlejuice 2. I think it's inevitable I'll find it. Until then, I'll have to think up a new character for me here in the context of Beetlejuice 2. Okay, Elena. In order to do that, we'll have to think of how Elena Pierce and Lydia Dietz are interrelated. Sure, Lydia. I just thought of something. You are a documentarian. You could be a documentarian in this movie, making a documentary that can also be shown in Reality Bites too. That way, you'll not only have a new character here in Beetlejuice 2, but also further character development for your Lelena Pear's character in Reality Bites 2. I like that idea, but what would the documentary be about? Not only do I have an idea for what the documentary would be about, but also what the title should be. It's a documentary about ghosts. High resolution film is known to capture ghosts on film. The only reason you don't see a lot of that is because it's rare to actually find ghosts. Ghosts usually are camera shy and evade people with cameras. Here in the realm where Beetlejuice 2 exists, ghosts run rampant. In the movie Reality Bites, Lilana Paris was documentarian who filmed the lives of her and her friends and their struggles, joy, anger, and laughter. Now, in Reality Bites 2, Lilana Paris is going to have a new documentary about ghosts. It'll be called You Are Observing the Ghost Realm. Wow, that's brilliant. That's just an idea. What's your idea? We could have the ghosts film a documentary about what they are observing in the realm where Reality Bites 2 takes place. Can the ghosts see into the realm where Reality Bites 2 takes place? Yes, they can. They can spook and haunt the characters in Reality Bites 2. The characters in Reality Bites 2 may be in different situations, and all of a sudden they hear haunting sounds that seem to beckon them. Incidentally, that gives us characters for us to be in Reality Bites 2. We will be the ghosts from Beetlejuice 2 interacting with the characters from Reality Bites 2, helping them find these ghosts. So in that way, there would be characters for the people in Beetlejuice 2 to portray in Reality Bites 2. The documentary that the ghosts are making would be called You are being observed by the ghost realm. This should be wonderful. I'm excited to get it started. Look out the window, Lydia. Do you see that taxi cab? I see it. It's driving itself. What else did you notice about it? It's a taxi cab that was driven near the set during the filming of Reality Bites 2. We kept looking at it, but didn't see a driver at the wheel. Now here it is on the set of Beetlejuice 2. I just thought of something. I wonder if it's a doorway, so to speak, to the set of Reality Bites 2. Why don't we go and find out? Sure. Michael, Lane, and Lydia go out into the street and climb into the taxi cab. Sure enough, the taxi cab is a doorway to the set of Reality Bites 2. They are almost instantaneously transported to the set of Reality Bites 2 as the taxi cab seamlessly drives them from a street in Beetlejuice 2, the Pancakes by the Bay, in front of which Ethan Hawke is fighting with Troy Dyer over the character who portrayed the Atlanta Bears in the stage adaptation of Reality Bites. They got out the taxi cab to talk to them. Hi, Ethan. Excuse me, other guy. Hi, girl who portrays Lelena Pierce in the stage adaptation of Reality Bites. I crossed over into this realm, from the realm where Beetlejuice 2 exists, to explain something to you. For starters, have any of you sensed a kind of phantasmagoric presence nearby? We have. Do you know why that is? It's because you are being observed by ghosts in the realm where Beetlejuice 2 exists for a documentary called You Are Being Observed by the Ghost Realm. Wow, that is far out. Also, Lelena has been filming a documentary about ghosts in the realm where Beetlejuice 2 exists. She wants to show the documentary here in the realm where Reality Bites 2 exists. Do you approve of that? Sure, that'd be fascinating. Great, we'll get that started. They talk in the evening. They get up the next morning and go to Pancakes by the Bay with breakfast and coffee. The waitress Penelope takes their order. Good morning, people. How can I help you? At the table is seated Ethan, Sheila, Charlie, Elena, Lydia, and Mike. Um, uh, hmm. Uh, I'll have the Bayside griddle cakes with butter and strawberry syrup and a cup of Mountain Morning coffee. As a matter of fact, would the rest of you like the same? They nod their heads in approval. Penelope brings out the food to them, and they begin to feast. There's so much to talk about at this table with Mike Meyer, Lelana Paris, Ethan Hawke, Sheila Henderson, Charlie Tamlinson, and Lydia Dietz here? There sure is. All of a sudden, the same woman in the Corvette with a mysterious package can be seen. The woman gets out of the Corvette and walks up to what appears to be a ghost in the street. It is a faint apparition and has a barely perceptible countenance, which bespeaks an otherworldly involvement. Though barely perceptible, the ghost has the appearance of a beautiful woman in her 20s with dark hair and green eyes. The ghost proceeds to enter the front door of the restaurant at Pancakes by the Bay and approach the table where they are sitting. The ghost then places the package on the table and stares into each of the people at the table's eyes, and then stares at the package continuously, back and forth, from their eyes to the package for an hour. Ethan, Lelana, Lydia, Mike, Sheila, and Charlie sit there mesmerized as this ghost continues to stare back and forth. At their eyes and back to the package. She then travels back into the ghost realm. Oh, thanks, Hector. She didn't say anything while she was in the restaurant. With them, but can be heard in strange whispers from the ghost realm. They hear her saying, "Do not open this package until I tell you to. Keep it in a safe place." I wonder what was in this package. I'm not sure, Mike. In order to determine what it might be, maybe we should be thinking of why a ghost would deliver a package to us. Do you have any idea why a ghost would deliver a package to us, Lelana? I'm pondering that, Sheila. I can't think of anything. Oh, hi, Mega Amphoras. Can you download Clash Royale? We can play together and we'll add. Can you think of anything, Mike? Here's a profound theory for you. Maybe contained within the box are the ghosts of family members and friends that we have known in our lives. When we open the package, they will be released. They will be unleashed here in material reality, where, for a moment, they will rematerialize in human form, after which they will return to the ghost realm. That's a cool theory, Mike, but how did you arrive at it? First, I thought of why a ghost would visit us here. I then thought that maybe the purpose of the ghost's visit is to bring us in touch with the ghost realm. So that... Oh, that's a really nice comment, Bing Bing Bong. Thanks. The feeling was mutual. Okay. in the ghost realm so that we might keep in contact with friends and family members who are deceased. Then I thought that she put them in the package as a kind of surprise for us to enjoy. I hope that's correct. All of a sudden, the package starts shifting around on the table. It starts rotating. The door to the restaurant suddenly opens by itself, and the package jettisons through it as if by an unseen presence. What happened to the other 44 what do we do now? The package is gone. You're right, Charlie. What are we going to do now? If my theory is correct, and there are ghosts of our relatives in the package, maybe they heard our conversation and were spooked by it. So they scurried off. That's possible, Mike. Elena, would you like to wander around town and then practice some dialogue written by William Shakespeare and other famous playwrights? Sure. Mike and Elena, practice some dialogue. Here's an excerpt from it. Michael and Elena thoroughly enjoyed the performance of dialogue and went back to the restaurant the next morning for pancakes and coffee. Would you? Mike, would you act differently in life if you knew your ancestors were watching you? I don't think I would act any differently, but I might be more self-conscious about my actions if I thought my ancestors were observing me. Okay. Um, this is very unusual. It sure is. I really enjoy the performing William Shakespeare dialogue and other people's dialogue and talking in the evening. Would you like a barrel, Elena? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Sure. What do you think about the? Who's about the? Think about me all here. I look at the golden gate. Look at the sky. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I have a telescope that brings into focus distant planets, but you can only see them as light images. Where's the rest of this? Wait a minute. Okay. To leave you our planet and Earth. I'll help you take the road. Why can Melinda continue to talk and have breakfast in the realm where Reality Bites 2 takes place? Meanwhile, in the realm where Beetlejuice 2 takes place, Mike and Liddy were sitting on the couch at Mike's house in town, in his living room talking. I really think you should leave Casper for me, Lydia. Give me a good enough reason why I should leave Casper for you, Mike. I've been speaking with Lelena Pearce in the realm where Reality Bites 2 takes place. She's been filming a documentary in that realm called You Are Being Observed by the Ghost Realm. It's a documentary that has moments of hauntings by ghosts from the realm where Beetlejuice 2 takes place, here in the realm where Reality Bites 2 takes place. They have requested that we make an appearance there as a part of the documentary. So that's my ultimatum, Leia. You can only be a part of the documentary if you agree to be my girlfriend. That's not fair. You're trying to coerce me by seducing me with your notion of being famous. It is fair, Lydia. As William Shakespeare wrote, all is fair in love and war. I truly do love you, Lydia, with all of my heart. You have the right to reject me. That is your prerogative as a human being. My ultimatum to you as a ghost is that you can only be a part of my Lena's documentary if you agree to be my girlfriend. I'll have to think about it. Don't take too long. I'll choose somebody else. Sure. The next day arrives, and Mike spoke with Lydia again. So, Lydia, have you given any more consideration to being my girlfriend?